Hey, lovely, sexy gaming people. So, with the phasing out of assault squads, jump packs, assault squads, I thought it'd be nice to just have a quick look at what we used to get in the box, look at the options that are available to the loadout, and yeah, take it from there, really. Let's have a quick look. So, get a destruction sheet, which is Ultramarines, which I think is a shame because the old, I mean, I used to enjoy using the old style transfer sheets that we got with the Space Marines, which had a mix of almost everyone, you know, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Ultramarines, Space Wolves, that sort of thing. And it's a shame that they don't do something like that. It's a shame that the standard transfer sheet that's included is just Ultramarines. But we get our destruction sheet, we get 2 sprues and obviously 5 bases. So let's have a look. So you can build these in one of 2 ways. You can either have them as jump assault infantry, or you can just have them as standard foot sloggers. Either way, their loadout is similar, with a standard fit of bolt pistols and chainswords. You have the option to give them plasma weapons, flamers. You can give the sergeant and eviscerator. And let me just have a look and see what other weapons. Yeah, I can only see plasma. I know I can see a grav gun, a grav pistol. So that's good. So you can, if you so wish, put a grav pistol in there. But its standard is bolt pistols or plasma pistols. And then the special weapon is normally the flamer. But these, when you have them with the jump packs, you have these torsos which have these metallic cross straps, which I suppose represent the strapping that holds on the jump pack to the back of the Marine. And then obviously you get 5 other torso fronts, different ones if you just run them as foot sloggers. Now, you do get a certain amount of power weapons. So you get an axe, a power sword, you can get a power fist, you can get a thunder hammer or a lightning claw, which can be used to upgrade your sergeant. And the other thing that you get with this, you get these 5 little nifty bases that you can put your jump troops onto to obviously give them a little bit more height, etc. I didn't do that. What I've done is I've used mine to help me add some height to characters. One I'm doing at the moment, I'm the old chaplain consul for Horus Heresy. I'm in the process of painting him. He's obviously quite low, so I'm going to use a base just to pop him on to give him some height. So I don't generally use these bases for my assault troops. I just keep them to one side and use them for other bits and pieces. But you are going to get spares out of this, which is always handy. You do also have the option for a combat shield here as well. So those are the instructions. Bases, fairly standard. Let's have a look at the plastic. So let's have a look at the one with the torsos. Torso fronts. So you've got our 5 jump pack torsos. You do get 5 jump pack rear torsos on this opposite frame. So you get 5 extra torsos with this, which is great, because if you're able to just find off of eBay a number of spare legs, you've got potentially 5 more Marines, which is great, because you always get a plethora of heads and weapons, etc. So you have, you know, just by grabbing 5 pairs of extra legs from eBay, you can make yourself some extra Marines. Oh, where were we? So with this one, we've got standard backpacks here, and obviously the legs. Now the legs are all 2-piece, which is nice because it gives you slightly better dynamicism on it, slightly more dynamic poses. We have another torso here, which could be used for the sergeant if you so wish. Mark 6 shoulder pad here with the nodules on it, and then obviously a number of bog standard shoulder pads. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here's your combat shield. I don't think, I'm not sure if this is classed as a combat shield, because I thought the combat shield had the pistol attached to it in the past. But these are our melee weapons. So we got our Eviscerator, our Power Fist, Thunder Hammer, which to me looks quite short, a Power Sword, Lightning Claws. We got a Force Axe here, and that's the bottom of the Eviscerator there. There's our Grav Pistol, and yeah, so we've got some pouches and grenades. So we've got 4 sets of grenades there. And I can't see any more, which is disappointing. I always like to try and make sure that my troops have grenades, and I find it a real shame that a lot of the older GW sets failed to provide, you know, one of each for our troops. Now this is a 2014 sculpt, and I think it stands up quite well. It's nice, it's crisp, and there doesn't seem to be any flash on this. So we've got our jump packs here. We got the little base diorama stuff. Our flamers, we've got 2 flamers. Plasma pistol, bolt pistols, chain swords, yeah, and then obviously the torso backs. So that's it. I mean, that's basically the jump pack, jump assault marines. There are some issues with the kit. It's a shame that you don't get, you know, enough pouches and grenades to kit every single one of your marines out. Again, I tended to buy from eBay just so that I can do that. So I'll be checking my bits boxes to see what I can get. And yeah, so we'll build a couple, shall we? Come back and I'll have some ready to go. So I've cleaned up, well, she said she cleaned up the relevant parts. Actually, that might be superfluous. Yeah, that's spare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my squad sergeant, and I'm going to build the person carrying the flamer. Now, I know we get running legs in the assault box, and they are kind of the thing, you know, and to be quite honest, they're fairly simple things to put together. So your running legs, I'm currently using Tamiya Thin. I've used that stuff before. I quite like it, having used it before. it's going on the right way around. Right, that's better. So your running legs normally come in a couple of parts. You just join them together. It gives you slightly more dynamic poses, which is nice. But you can also use legs from the tactical squad, and you're going to make running Marines like so. But also, I think you can still get dynamic poses from using the tactical squad legs. And obviously then you would just glue your jetpack onto the back. So I tend to do a bit of a mix of tactical and running assault legs. Let's have a look and see. I might use those. Yeah, those have been sorted. I might use those. And then use these ones for my trooper. Now, I'm only going to show you this once because, you know, there's loads in the box and I think you only need to see it once. But your jetpacks basically go together like so. I tend to follow the seam at the join, and once the glue is in, I will give it a good squeeze in order to just push down and produce a slight weld on each side, so that when that dries I can then clean up that weld and I get a flat join. So that's what I do for the jump packs, and they're all the same. Okay, so you're going to produce 5 of those, which I've already done the other 4. So, and I don't put my jump packs onto my assault troops straight away, simply because I prefer to paint them separately and then super glue them together. But you got your torsos, and these are literally just going to go together again one way, like so. And you can obviously, if you were just using them as bog standard assault troops without jump packs, then again you can use the different torso fronts that you get, and also the torso. You get a torso front in the Dark Angels upgrade and some of the other upgrades sprues for different chapters, and you know, you might need to just cut the lugs off, but once you've lined them up flat they will all go together the same, which is great. So let's pop our legs on. So I'm just going to pop the legs on, and then I'm going to just add the glue. And I'm going to do the same for my flamer chap. Now, because these are the way that these are running, I tend to try and put the legs a little bit further back on the base, because the torso will come forward slightly, and then that just helps balance out the center of gravity. If push comes to shove, if you so wish, you can always glue, super glue either a penny underneath or a washer, a metal washer, a steel washer. And if you super glue a steel washer underneath, or I think even with pennies, you can then, if you've got like magnets on a piece of cork or something, then you can plop that on to those to keep it in situ for a painting base. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and have a look, and I think this torso for my sergeant might look better facing that direction. I'm just going to see what the pistol does. So okay, so maybe about there. And then so I quite often will build up, and I won't put the head on until I've put the firearm on, because then that allows me to marry in a more natural position, head alignment with the weapon. So that's cool. And then the sword arm hopefully will be put on, and I'll try and balance out any potential pose like so. Oops. So hopefully my sergeant looks like he's about to snap off a shot. Now, popping on the shoulder pads. So first one, second one, oh, right, let's try this again. That back on. And I'm just having him kind of lean forward slightly, like he's pushing the pistol out in front of him in that way. Now I've got some purity seals that I'm just going to add on to one of the jetpacks, because the sergeant's already got a purity seal on him, and I'm going to add in, so I've got some pouches here that have come from the Dark Angels Veterans kit. that I will add on there. Okay. And then grenades that I will add on to his leg there. So that's the sergeant done. And what I'm going to do is for the whenever you do this, try and make sure that you get the torso in the correct position. And then the first arm I'm putting on is the left. And then his right arm, and I've just got the flamer cradled in the left hand because that's going to help me marry up, and that and I can fill that gap in the wrist with a bit of liquid green stuff a bit later on. Like so. Now, this head can go in and have a slight glance over. That's fine. Again, we are going to put some glue there and have the grenades mag locked to the thigh, like so. And then shoulder pads, I'm going to cheat and put the glue on the inside of the shoulder pad first and then marry it up. And there you go, there is our assault trooper with the flamer. So, and again, once I've painted everything, the jetpacks can go on. So that's how I do my assault troops. Obviously we can't get these anymore, so you know, it's just a fun look back on this kit, which I suppose now could be considered classic, maybe, if not quite vintage, certainly classic Firstborn Assault Squad. Hopefully you join me in the next video. Alright, take care, bye bye.